Look at a map of the world. Most borders follow the natural curves of rivers, the jagged peaks of mountains, or the ancient boundaries of common languages. But in the Middle East, something is strange. Look closely at the borders of Egypt, Jordan, and Iraq. They are perfectly straight lines, like a surgical cut through the desert. But behind these lines lies a dark story of a secret room, a dusty map, and a betrayal so deep it still causes wars a century later. Two men, who had never lived in these lands, sat down with a ruler and a red pen. They didn't just draw borders, they drew the future of your world. Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you'll realize that the modern history you were taught is only half the truth. It is 1914. The world is on fire. World War I has begun, and the Ottoman Empire, which had ruled the Middle East for 400 years, is crumbling. They were called the sick man of Europe. Inside the British intelligence offices in Cairo, a dangerous plan was hatching. They needed the Arabs to rebel against the Ottomans. To convince them, the British promised the Arabs the ultimate prize, absolute independence. A great Arab kingdom stretching from the Mediterranean to the Persian Gulf. The Arabs believed them. They fought, they bled, and they died in the burning sands for this dream of freedom. But while the Arab revolt was charging across the desert, two men in London and Paris were whispering in the shadows. Meet Sir Mark Sykes, a British aristocrat, and François Georges-Picot, a French diplomat. In 1916, they met in total secrecy. No Arabs were invited. No locals were consulted. Picot wanted the silk and the Mediterranean influence. Sykes wanted the oil and the strategic road to India. They argued over ancient cities like they were trading playing cards. "I want Damascus," said Picot. "Fine, then I take Baghdad," replied Sykes. With a simple wooden ruler, they drew a line, now known as the line in the sand, stretching from the city of Acre to the city of Kirkuk. This wasn't just a map, it was a ticking time bomb. They ignored 2,000 years of history. They put rival tribes in the same cage. They split families apart. They created countries that had no reason to exist, except to serve European greed. But they had a massive problem. The British had promised the same land to 3 different groups at the same time. It was the ultimate double cross. They thought they could keep it a secret forever. But history has a way of screaming the truth. In 1917, a revolution exploded in Russia. The new government found the secret files of the Tsar, including the Sykes-Picot Agreement. But history has a way of screaming the truth. In 1917, a revolution exploded in Russia. The new government found the secret files of the Tsar, including the Sykes-Picot Agreement. The betrayal was exposed, and the trust was broken forever. The anger and instability you see in the Middle East today, it didn't start yesterday. It started exactly at this moment, inside that secret room. The news hit the Arab world like a lightning bolt. The dream of a great Arab kingdom was murdered before it was even born. Today, we call these artificial borders. They are the reason for the wars and the endless tension in the region. Sykes and Picot are long gone, but their line in the sand is still bleeding. We are living in a world designed by 2 men with a ruler. So, here is the big question. If these borders were erased tomorrow, would the world be more peaceful? Or would it be even more chaotic? The answer might surprise you. If you made it this far, you are a true seeker of truth. Subscribe and hit the bell, because in our next journey, we are going inside the secret fall of the Ottoman Empire. You won't want to miss what comes next.